Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Books and Pizza, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Falguni Thacker and today I'm going to show you guys how to apply eyeshadow step by step. If you want to see more such videos, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel because there are more videos coming up next week on beginners makeup tutorials. So yeah, now let's start with the video. Now before starting with the eye makeup application, I want you guys to know the three important areas of your eyes. The first one is your lid area. This is mostly the most prominent part of your eyes. The second one is your crease or your eye socket. And the third one is your eyebrow bone, which is right below the arch of your eyebrows. So now let's start with the application steps. So the first step in eye makeup application is applying a concealer. Now instead of a concealer, you can use a foundation or your BB cream. It's completely fine. Now why do we use a concealer? Basically, we use a concealer or a foundation to give a base to our eyebrows. Now normally if you see, your eye area color is different from your skin generally. So it's important that we give a soft base to our eyelids and hence we apply a concealer. So I'm going to apply a concealer now. The one I'm using is from LA Girl, but you can completely use your concealer or whatever you want. So I'm going to apply that. You don't need a lot of it, you just need a little bit to cover the whole eyelid area till your eyebrow bone. So I'm going to do that. So now after concealing, the next step is to set it. Now you can set it with any powder, but I'm using my compact, which is from Maybelline. Now you can use a loose powder or your regular Pond's powder if you have any. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a very fluffy brush like this. I'm going to take some and apply it on my concealer. We do this step to conceal, or I would say lock the concealer, because if we apply a powder product on a cream product, then there are chances that the powder might stick to it. So in order to avoid the eyeshadow to stick to your concealer, it's important that we apply a loose powder or any compact powder on our concealer. So now, as we have set the concealer with the powder, it's time to start with the actual eyeshadow application. The first step in eyeshadow application is to use a transition shade right above your crease. For this, I'm going to be using my blush, but you can use any eyeshadow. I prefer using a blush because I like this color. This one is from Maybelline and it's their Color Show blush in Peachy Sweetie. So I'm going to be applying it right above my crease, that is this part. You can also apply it on your crease if you have a smaller eyelid area. The reason we use a transition shade is to make the eyelid color appear well blended and not to make it look very structured and very sharp. You want to make the edges look very soft, and hence we use a transition shade. Do not do a viper motion. Instead, do small circular motions to make the transition color blend even better. So next part is applying eyeshadow on your eyelid. Now you can apply a single color on your eyelid, like just a golden color or a pink color or whichever color you like. But if you want to do dual tones, that is apply one color on inner side of the eyelid and another color on the outer edge, then make sure that the inner color is lighter than the outer color. So here I'm going to be showing you a dual shade eyeshadow. So for that, first I'm going to be taking a lighter color like this, and I'm going to be taking it on a flat brush. And also I have done a video on types of makeup brushes and how to use them. So if you are new to makeup and do not know what brushes are used for what, then you can check out my video. I'll have it linked down in the description box and also somewhere over here. So make sure to check it out. So I'm going to apply that on my lid. Make sure to tap the eyeshadow instead of just doing this, so that your eyeshadow sets better. So I have applied a lighter eyeshadow inside. So now, as I have applied the eyeshadow on the inner part, I'm going to be applying another eyeshadow shade on the outer part. For this, I'm going to be selecting a color that is slightly darker than this color, and for that I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is almost empty, but I'm going to work with that. For that, I'm going to be using a blending brush that we used in our transition. So this is a brush that I'm using. It's fluffy and it helps in better blending because you do not want your outer edges to be very sharp. So I'm going to take a bit of that and I'm going to focus it on the outer edge. Make sure that you don't go past your eye perimeter. You stay inside it. Don't go till here or here or anything. Just stay in your eye perimeter. And yeah, for this use round circular motions, but make sure that you focus it on the outer edge. You don't go past the half of your eyelid, or else it would just look dirty. So I'm doing that. I'm blending it really well with my transition shade as well. You want to do this till you feel your color looks good and well blended, because if you have sharp edges on your eyeshadows, then it would just make your eyeshadow look more crinky and dirty. So now I have applied my eyeshadow and have blended it really well. It's time to do your eyeliner or kajal or mascara or anything that you guys like. So that was it for the eyeshadow application part. Now I'm going to be doing it on this part and I'll be right back. So I'm back after applying some mascara and kajal, and one thing that I forgot to mention is about highlighting your eyebrow bone. Now this step is completely optional. You can skip this step if you do not like. But basically what do we mean by highlighting the eyebrow bone is applying some sort of creamy or white based eyeshadow on the eyebrow bone to make it pop. So here I'm going to be using this shimmer shade right here, which is kind of a rose gold color. And I'm going to be taking it on the same eyeshadow brush, and then I'm going to apply it on my eyebrow bone. You just need a little bit of it. Now as I told you guys, this step is completely optional if you do not like it. Now if you guys can see, I'm not sure, but if you guys can see, that makes my eyebrow bone shine a bit. You can use more shimmery shade. You can also use some glitter if you like, but I like to keep it subtle. See that? So those were the steps in eyeshadow application part. So guys, now I'll give you a quick rewind on how we applied eyeshadow. The first step is to conceal your eyelids. The second step is to set the concealer with some powder. The third step is to use a transition shade right above your crease. The fourth step is to use a light shadow on the inner part of your eyelid. The fifth step is to use a darker shadow on the outer part of the eyelid. And the sixth and the optional step is to highlight your eyebrow bone. So I really hope this video was helpful to you guys. If so, then please do subscribe to my channel and also share this video with your friends who are new to makeup. Also, please do like this video if it was helpful to you guys. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or any other thing that you want me to tell, then please do mention it on the comments down below. You can also follow me on other social media sites. I'll have the links to all of it in my description box. I'll see you guys later. Bye!